As the team ease skywards and come round to the right, you'll see the formation change into 7 arrow. Red 6 and 7 dropping into the stem to begin the first half of the show. Leading the team, as already mentioned, is Wing Commander John Bond. John's in his 3rd year leading the team and in his impressive 8th season flying as a Red Arrow, and he is indeed a local boy from Essex. Just off his right wing is Flight Lieutenant Rob Thomas. Rob's a former Eurofighter Typhoon pilot and has also flown in Saudi Arabia teaching students on the Hawk T-165. As the jets sweep past, the aim of the first half of the show is for all 7 aircraft to move as one. The pilots do this by listening to the commands of the team leader. As they're up in that tight left-hand turn, just on the left-hand side of the boss is Flight Lieutenant Andy McEwen. Andy's in his 2nd year with the team, is a former F-35B pilot from RAF Marham, and has also spent time on exchange with the United States Marine Corps, flying the 88B Harrier II. As the jets descend down, the wings have swept back, the pilots are setting up into our nod to the iconic shape of Concorde. Red 4 and 5 execute the high speed rollbacks into Eagle. As the team fly past, our aircraft are approaching 40 years old. They have none of the mod-cons associated with flight control systems you'd expect to find on an F-35 or a Eurofighter Typhoon. All the changes in aerodynamic loading and G-forces will be felt and controlled by the pilots through the control column. Keep watching, you'll see Red 7 dropping to the back in our longest shape as they set up into Blackbird. Wherever they are in the formation, they're all taking their referencing from the team leader. Get your cameras ready as the smoke comes on for the Blackbird present. The aircraft are descending down from 3,000 feet. You can see the formation shape changing as Red 6 and 7 move out to the wings. They're nearly 300 feet apart in our widest shape for this year. As they descend down, this is the most technically challenging part of the first half of the show. They're going to execute a coordinated barrel roll with maintaining a flat wing across the formation. The iconic smoke trails left through the sky are formed in the hot exhaust gases to the Hawk. Each aircraft is capable of holding 5 minutes of light and a minute each of red and blue smoke. These are all pilot selectable inside the cockpit with 3 buttons on the control column, and it is possible to have all 3 colours on at once. The show has to be carefully choreographed to ensure that we have enough dye and fuel to conduct and complete the displays. We have an engineering support team called the dye team, whose job it is to make sure that we have the correct colours in each tank, and they take their job very seriously. As the aircraft sweep round, they're decelerating, deploying their air brakes, setting up to fly a manoeuvre not seen since 1997. This is the opportunity we have with 7 aircraft. We are able to fly coordinated rollbacks from the inside to the outside of the formation. Get your cameras ready, I'll let you enjoy the sights and sounds of rollbacks. The rollbacks are some of the more challenging manoeuvres to fly. The pilots have to coordinate and match the size of their aerodynamic limits. The team are now setting up for my favourite part of the first half. Reds 4 and 5 are dropping off the back. Red 4 is squadron leader Chris McCann. He's in his third and final year with the team. He's a former Tornado GR4 pilot and also flew the Hawk in the aggressor role, helping to train frontline crews. Behind him is Red 5, that's Clacton and Dustin Wales. He's a former Eurofighter Typhoon pilot and also in his third year with the team. Get your cameras ready for Tornado. Chris smoking blue and Dusty smoking red as they come round to the right. Apologies to the delay, I was just checking in with the team over there. We're keeping an eye on the weather conditions out to the west for their recovery to Mildenhall after this show. While we're watching the display today, it's important to remember that RAF assets and crews are deployed globally on exercises and operations. Whether that be maritime patrol, humanitarian support, or striking deep within hostile territory, the RAF stands ready to support operations at a moment's notice. As we prepare for the second half of the show, the aim of that is to demonstrate that agility and flexibility by breaking down into small sections of war and manoeuvring and head-to-head passes. Reds 1, 2 and 3 are out to the left-hand side. Reds 4, 5, 6 and 7 are out to the right. Led by Red 6, Clacton and George Hobday. George is in his third year with the team and he's the first year leading the synchro pair. He's a former Eurofighter Typhoon pilot and helped to train 5-step students. As they continue around towards each other, they're setting up for the first head-to-head pass of the show. This is all done visually judged without the aid of GPS timing, and they're aiming to separate with just 100 feet this distance. Keep on the aircraft, 3 aircraft in front of us as they're setting up to fly Twister. Red 3, Clacton and Andy McEwen drops off the back into his start position. He's shortly going to fly tight barrel rolls around the smoke of Reds 1 and 2. This is going to require him to fly close to performance amidst the aircraft with the ever-changing vector of the lead aeroplane. Let's give a round of applause for Andy. Not only is he rolling tightly around the smoke, he's also changing the colours at the same time. As they continue outbound, the smoke goes off. Look out to the front for the nose lights of Red 4, 5, 6 and 7, as they set up for their impressive start to the second half. This manoeuvre is named after the iconic leader of the Red Arrows in the 1960s. As Reds 4 and 5 break. Synchro climbing up with smoke on, setting up onto the perch. They're looking down for geographical reference points that aim to set themselves up to pass at 100 feet above the sea, closing over 700 miles an hour for the handbars. Red 67 pulling 60 hard to versatility, apex at 3,000 feet. They're over 2 miles apart. They'll catch a glimpse of each other from either end of the display site as they descend back down towards 100 feet, back up to that close speed of 700 miles an hour for a further pass. Synchro point in front of us. Synchronize out to the right hand side. You're looking for the nose lines of Reds 1, 2, 3, and 5. They're running in line astern, setting up to fly the serpent roll. As the colour comes on, Red 5 at the back is looking through Reds 2 and 3 to the team leader. This takes a huge amount of trust and coordination in the flying to execute this effectively. As they continue round, there's no respite for the pilots. They're moving forward into a line abreast formation known as Tango. The pilots will be looking down their shoulder lines to maintain a straight line between themselves and the boss. We're getting ready to set up for another iconic Red Arrows display moment. Red 6 and 7 are easing up in front of us, getting ready to fly the heart. Working in the military is both incredibly rewarding but can also be demanding, and none of us could do what we do without the support and love of our friends and families. The heart today is in dedication to them. As Red 4 completes the spin, we'd also like to thank everybody in the UK for all their continued support of the team. Red 6 and 7 are shortly pitching back in. They're looking for those geographical points on the ground to set themselves up for their follow-on manoeuvre into circus. We've had to make high-speed calculations to make adjustments to the wind to make sure they cross back in show centre. As they cross the middle, they're going to execute minimum radius turns towards each other. To ensure they can see each other for a follow-on pass. As they come around for the final pass, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Synchro. Race 1 to 5 for another new manoeuvre for 2026. Here they go for the 3-4, the Enid split. The Red Arrows are military squadron just like any other. We have Ross commanding with Commander Sasha Nash. She brings a huge amount of experience to the team, having previously been a Tornado GR4 pilot and also a fast jet instructor. She leads a team of approximately 120 people, which includes regulars, reservists, civil servants and contractors. The Red Arrows are a small part of the RAF, but we are routinely deployed to support strategic objectives around Europe and the wider world. Our deployment to the United States in support of the 4th of July activities was incredibly important to represent the UK in those celebrations. We were there for approximately 6 weeks, which takes a huge amount of team, effort and deployment to make that happen. As the aircraft running from either side, they're setting up to cross in the middle for a chainsaw. The Enid operator in front of us. Look out to the right-hand side for Synchro returning from crowd rear. Each year we have the opportunity to design new manoeuvres for the show, and Synchro sets up Sidewinder for you. Red 7's going to roll around the outside before stopping it and reversing the roll. Our training season starts in earnest in November every year, where we occasionally have to train up new pilots. We also work up the new manoeuvres and the new display sequence parts to put together for you. As already mentioned, that requires coordination of the amount of fuel and the smoke usage to ensure we get the maximum amount of each aircraft. Winter training starts with just a couple of aircraft flying together, training up the new pilots and building up their confidence in formation flying. The way we fly formation is completely different from that you would do on the front line by listening to the team leader. The culmination of that training allows us to set up confidence in the manoeuvres you're flying. You'll see Red 6 and 7 running in. You'll look out to the right for the inverted V of the rest of the formation as they intercept them for the goose. Our UK season begins in June and then runs all the way through until the beginning of October. We're in the region of about 56 displays a year, and none of those would be possible without the wider team that supports the aircraft. The 7 aircraft you see on the display today are just the tip of the iceberg. We also have Reds 8 and 9 who were due to join the team. The decision to drop to a 7 has meant that they've stayed on and they've been vital for providing support, moving aircraft around as part of the wider team, and also conducting those really high-profile flight paths over London and over New York. Alongside them we have the engineering support and wider support team known as the Blues. They have a huge number of roles that cover most trades within the Royal Air Force, from armourers to logisticians, engineering support to administrative functions and operations support. Please do come down and say hi to some of our team at the tent just on the grass area and in the site here if you want us to find out more, or do look us up online. To fly, Vixen break.
Flying up there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2026 Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team, the Red Arrows. On behalf of the Red Arrows, the wider team and the whole Royal Air Force, thank you very much for coming.